Good day everybody, it's Joey. I'm back with the Butterfly Emporium making this little project which isn't quite a little project, but we finished off last time doing the structure of the journal, so we covered it, we sewed in the signatures. So now I want to put on these pockets that come in the, I keep calling it a journal, so when I say journal it's this, even though it's not quite a journal. So that goes there, so that covers up that nasty bit where I went wrong and tore the paper, so that's great. But now's a good time to think of closures, because if you want to put anything in, now I want to put a hitch post, which then means that I've got to put on the front covers and that, so I'm going to do that next. You will have to just want to go around this bit. I've done the others just with some scorched timber just to get that white edge of the paper off, because it's going on the black. It will you will notice it, and it just gives it a little bit of a page look, or it makes it look old. If you see the white, you know it's just been made. Okay, now glue. I'm going to go with PVA glue on this, because I realised that gel was great for sticking down this black card craft paper, you know, where it's quite thick. But when I've done it on them end papers and it was starting to rip in places, I thought this is too wet. So we'll do this and we'll go over it with a credit card so we don't. Make sure. Right, so just about there, I think we'll be good to go. I'll just give it a scrape. I put the baking paper down because this is printed on Epsom and it's quite temperamental. As lovely as it looks, it's temperamental. And then bits glued up. Okay, then we'll put on the back piece. Same thing, same process. Well, I hope you've all been well. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone who's been to Ko-fi. Thank everyone who has been over to Etsy and taken a look at the big kits. And thank you to all the new subscribers and to all the old subscribers who've got us to this point. Now, just in case you don't know, this is a freebie and it's available on my Ko-fi, and it's coming in lots of sections, lots of butterflies, and there's 5 family colours, and they'll come out 1 family colour each month. And the first month that comes out with this base journal kit is the warm family, which are the pinks, the oranges, the peaches, all the warm colours. So put this on. We'll just line that up in the centre there as best we can. Okay, that's our cover done. It's the spine. Looks nice on your bookshelf when you stand it there. Okay, so now we'll do the closure. Now I used hitch posts. Now, do you need a closure? No. This is everything that comes in all the kits, and it's not, it's not out there. I mean, it closes like that. But you might want to add more pages. Oops, missing butterfly. One escaped. What would that be? Magenta, I think. Sorry. Magenta. I think it was magenta. What was I saying? But I'll put in a hitch post anyway because I like the look of it. But you might want to add more. I should put that there. You might want to add more pages to the signature and create more places to put other, well, not other ephemera, but other pieces that you might make with this, ephemera pieces, or for just make it into a journal, a proper journal. Okay, so I've got to measure this out now. Now I've got a piece of paper here that will tell me. So this is that, which was 7 3/4. So I've just folded it in half and marked there is where I want the hole. I'm trying to get it so the pocket will cover the hitch post, but I don't know if that will work. What am I doing? Sorry, I'm not in camera. I'm just marking just over, I think it's an 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so we've got our 2 marks. Let's get me punch. Just check that. Yep, that looks about right. And in there, and we'll do the other side. Do a pokey thing on this. That's it. And this one. Show them over it. That's it. And get the hitch posts. I just bought these on Amazon. I think they're easy to get on all the different platforms. So put that in there. And this, even if I don't use this, you can hang charms from it. I've ordered a chain that I want to hook round on the one that's finished. That's not going to be covered up rather. Sorry, I'm having trouble keeping in camera today, aren't I? Okay, and we'll do the other one. Okay. Only trouble is you've got to put these on now if you, because you won't be able to screw them with the pocket in the way. But they really become annoying. They don't lay flat, obviously. Okay, so is that the one I've done first? tighten that up. Just give that a tighten up. That's it. Okay, so that's our front. Let's remember our front. So now we can put on our pockets, which I can't wait to do till I hide up that mess. And then when that's done, that's basically all the construction done, and we can put on the decorative pages. I'm going to, yeah, art glitter. Okay. I've just inset it a bit. I could go right up to the edge and cover that totally, that hitch pole, but I like it inset a bit. Right, I'm just going to put some things on that because it needs to stick. I'm going to do the back. So this will all be finished today. There won't be any more videos to do with the making of the journal. Obviously there'll be more videos as we play around with the butterflies and everything. And collect them over the months. Okay, let's get rid of that. What's this one now? Need to order some more of those. Don't you hate it when you... Excuse me, I'm having a cup of tea. When you order something, then you think you have to go back through your orders. Where did I order this from? Not exactly on the straightest, but that's okay. Okay, now what we've got here is some bits to stick on. So it's this book plate. So we go with PVA glue for this. I didn't distress these. I don't think it needs it. The pages are distressed. So that goes on there. A lovely introduction. Looks like it's come from an old book, doesn't it? Okay. Now into this pocket we can put our little journaling card about the Emporium Society and Elias Wren, the curator, who put the collection together, and Marjorie Lewis there, who was a collector in 1938. And then I've got this, which is a little journaling card, Collector's Chronicle, and your membership card. So you can write your name on there and you're an official collector. Right, so now on here we want to put this, which explains the colour system that Elias Wren came up with. explains all about the colour families and what they represent. Okay, whoops, it's dark in here today. Okay, these pages that you insert are pretty forgiving, you know, the lining up. I think it's because the tea dye pages are distressed and that, but I don't seem to have any problem lining these up like I do with the pockets and that. Okay, let's take this one off. Now this back pocket, there won't be anything to put in this until the final month and the final antique collection of butterflies come out. That's when you get your all these little extra bits and your, most important, the certificate to say you've completed. You've collected all the butterflies. So that's a little, you know, something to look forward, well, look forward to. Okay, now on here we need to put the swatches. This is where you, just so you show you in this one, this is where you put the swatches. Now each one of these swatch cards comes out with the butterfly collection for that family. Okay, so we'll stick this on. So you get some, you get all the butterflies and then some additional ephemera relating to that colour group, colour family, and obviously there's the collage papers that come as another freebie kit, which I'll show you again in a moment. Okay, sort of there, just a place to hold the what I've also got to go in here is the bookmark. I'm waiting for some, I've ordered them, some mini red tassels that I want to put on there. So when they come, I'll add that to it. Okay, now that is everything. No, it's not. I tell a lie. I tell a lie. This is, I'm going to go on and show you now how I put together these. Okay. So the start of that colour family will have the vellum strips for putting the butterflies in. Now this, explaining about the warm family, that written by Elias Wren, goes on the front of that section. Having said, I don't have any problem lining these pages up. Sticking them in, I bet I'll mess this one up. Okay. So that goes in there. Now this one, explaining about the colour, that comes in the butterfly kit for that family. I just want to put it on now because I'm going to show you how we do the vellum strips. So the vellum strips come like this. There's medium and extra large on one page, and the small and the large vellum strips on this other page. So if you print two, you get two spreads. Okay, now this bit is a bit of a labour of love, like the fuss again of the butterflies, but you know, it's a nice little thing to sit and mass make. You get into the groove of making them. So I'll show you what my method is. I'll just put this out the way. Now what I suggest you do is cut these out like this and put them into piles. So you'll have the extra large, the medium and the small. Okay, and then work on one set of strips. So work on all the smalls, and then what I do is I've got these bags, and I put, when they're finished, I put them into here. So this is my medium bag, my large bag, and my extra large bag. So that keeps them so they don't matter, because they're pretty similar in size. Now the other thing is you don't have to use this border. You can, if you want, just cut strips, or the way you usually would do your ephemera holders. I was a bit worried if I'd just cut a strip and then glued it in, that the glue would show. So maybe me, I thought I'd make a border. So this is all pretty optional how you do this. I've lost my membership card, excuse me. Yeah, how you do that is, you know, it's up to you. But I'll show you, because there'd be some people would be interested to know how I done it. And it comes in the kit, so I've got to show you. Just trim that down a bit. Don't have to be precise with this because it gets cut out again. But I find if you leave a bit of a border, it makes it easier to stick onto the vellum and then cut that out from the vellum. But you might have your own way of doing it. Okay, so what I do is I have to cut this middle bit out. So I go down to there with the scissors. Now I've cut hundreds of these out. So, and then line that up. And that pops out. What I tend to do is all the different stages at the same time, so I'll cut them all out and then I'll do all of them, put them on the vellum family by family. So I'd cut out the 10 smalls that are on these, and then get on to the next one. So this is just a vellum that comes in. I buy them in these sheets. The laser and inkjet, which I haven't really played much around with. I should do that. But yeah, they're not expensive. Okay, and then I'll just put it on there. I do mark, because there's a lot of S, just in case I stop and I know what all this page is, the small ones. I'm going to use tacky glue. So I just find it gives you a little bit more space having that border. That'll be right. Just, otherwise I won't be using tacky glue. Hopefully it works this time. It just gives you a bit more space to stick it down. And I'll put it onto there. Like that. And I'll do another one and another one and another one. And then when it's dry, I cut them all out of the vellum. Well, I don't ink these, should be pleased to know. There are limits. Okay, and then I do like to just round that little end there. That one. And there we go. One vellum strip made. Just tidy this up. Then I'll show you how we put them on. Oh look, that looks coming out. I need a book on it to flatten that down. Okay, so there's 4 on each page: extra large, large, medium, small. So I'll do the 2 sides to show you. So I'll just get 2 smalls. Put that one in there. What we got here? So that's me small. This is medium. 2 mediums. Two large. And then 2 extra large. Okay. I've got enough there for the other pages, but I'll just show you this one. Small, medium. There's not much difference in the size, but you know, with the different size butterflies, it helps. Now, in the kit is this, which helps you measure. Now, I have got these little labels that come in the butterfly kit, and this is the name of the that butterfly colour. So I like to get these on first, just because it's pretty tight. I'll just centre them quite close to the bottom. And this one, Petal Blush, which is these butterflies. But these name ones come in the butterfly kit. And we'll put that there. Doesn't have to be exact. Okay, so that's that. Now back to this. This is where you want to put your vellum strips. So what you can do is mark each where them red arrows is, and then over here. I thought I made, this is in the kit, just put it on a bit of cardboard and it just helps lining it up. And I thought this would be much easier for you to do this, and it's a 1/4 of an inch margin, so it's 1/4 of an inch wide. So just line it up with the edge of the thing, the page, and one there and one there. So you don't have to measure. And this, don't worry if you've printed it out smaller. This is in the kit. Print it out at the same scale you printed the whole kit, and it'll always match up. Okay, so then I'll just line the bottom up with them dots. So work from the bottom up. Extra large at the bottom is the way I've done it. So it's the large butterflies at the bottom, and then I think I went extra large, large, medium, small, small. So there's one large and extra large. I think that's right. So this is extra large, so we'll put this one extra large, that's how it goes, large, large, medium, medium, small, and small. So I'm going to quickly stick these down. Okay, so one more to be stuck in. Doesn't take too long. It's easy. Line it up with the pencil marks at the bottom. Quick glance to the one over the other side. Make sure they don't have to line up. Honestly, they become invisible, and then, you know, when you're collecting your butterflies, you just pop them in like that. Depending on the small, obviously the smaller ones go up there and the really big ones down the bottom. So then you go on and you do that whole family, and that finished there. And then on this page is where we put the other pieces of ephemera that come in the kit, and then you start your next family, which is finished. So what I've got to do now is cut out all the butterflies and put them all in. I'll add the other vellum strips, and next time I see you, which won't be long, may even be tomorrow, is where I'll put all the butterflies in, and then we've got these other bits of ephemera. That bit was in there, but we can add to the pocket that goes on here. There's a pocket, we can put all the stuff in there, and so I'll just show you it complete, but that'll be the time when we make something with the coordinating collage papers. So again, these are a freebie as a separate kit. It's all up on Ko-fi at the moment under what I'm hoping is a section called the Emporium, but that'd be a recent release, so they'll be there, but I'm going to group them all into like a playlist on Ko-fi, so you can easily find it all. So at the moment there's 3 kits up there. The journal kit, the first of the butterflies, the warm family, and the ephemera that goes with all one kit, and then the collage papers. So we're going to make something with that next time, using these and the butterflies that these papers coordinate with. Okay, so that's me done. That's, you know what, I'd say it'd take you an afternoon to make this. What will take the time is cutting out the butterflies. So you don't have to do this. You can just keep them in a file folder, and then making these vellum strips is, but that's why I broke it down into months. I thought it'd be too overwhelming getting all them 1,200 whatever it is butterflies all in one thing. It was going to, so I thought that's when the idea of it making it into a collection, and you come along and be a member and have some fun. Okay, so till next time, till I show you what I make with the collage, which I think is going to be, I'm pretty sure it's a little project that Pam over in Silver Sparkles done a couple of years ago. I'll be linking that. It's a little mini flappy wallet type thing. It's really nice. It was one of her one-page wonders. So that's to look forward to, hopefully. Okay, so I'll see you next time, and stay well. Lots of love from Joey, lots of love from Australia, and God bless you all. See ya.